Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. It's Monday, so I'm doing my normal load of washing that I have to do. But this week I kind of want to focus on getting the jigsaw done. But I think today is going to be the only day, or at least this morning, I'm not going to focus on the jigsaw. Because I've got like 76 or something, I think it is, pages left of this book. So I kind of want to finish this book and get that done, and then possibly might start Hopeless by Elsie Silver to get that one done, at least started and stuff. So yeah, and then possibly in this afternoon or so I might do some more of my jigsaw, because at the moment on my jigsaw it's only like 2 buildings are somewhat done. They're not fully completed because there's still like a little bit of jigsaw pieces that aren't filled in on the big buildings, but it's mainly just that, and then some of like the fencing is done on that jigsaw. So yeah, I've got quite a bit to do. But so that's my main goal to get done this week, is that jigsaw. And mostly what I do when I'm doing the jigsaw is I'll just put like a podcast on in the background and listen to that. But I've got a few things on Netflix at the moment that I want to finish watching, like Building the Band. I've got like an episode of that to finish. And then I've also just got like a lot of programs I might continue watching on Netflix, which I want to see if I can try and get some of them down or get towards the end of some. And that, so I'm just gonna do that today while doing some reading, at least in the morning. And then if I feel like doing my jigsaw, I might swap the TV over to a podcast on YouTube, or I'll just leave it on Netflix, I'm not sure, and stuff. But yeah, or I have a Masked Singer to watch. No, I'll leave that for possibly tonight if I'm like chilling down here and me and my dad don't have really anything to watch. Well, I say we don't have anything to watch. We've got like a couple things that we've started watching and we just haven't finished yet. Like The Umbrella Academy, we're on season 3 of it. Let me see. Yeah, The Umbrella Academy, we are season 3, episode 4. And then we're partway through the first season of Jessica Jones, and that's to do with my Marvel marathon and stuff. So yeah, got some things that we started but just haven't finished watching. So I might see if my dad wants to finish one of the things soon as well, and go from there, because I've got 6 things on my Netflix I might continue watching on Netflix, and one of them is The Umbrella Academy that I'm watching with my dad. But yeah, I've also got Stranger Things on there, which is just like the newer season, 5th season, which I just haven't got around to watching yet. But I might try and watch like the other stuff and then go from there. But yeah, at the moment I'm just gonna sit, chill, finish this book, and watch some YouTube, Netflix. Since literally I was like, my main goal was to get 75% through this book yesterday, which obviously I did. I got over. But I think I got to like 74% or something, and I worked it out to be where 75% was, and I was like 2 pages away from it when my dad called me down for dinner. So I kind of put it on hold, and then was like, okay, so I'll leave it, and then I will then have dinner, come downstairs, watch TV with my dad. And I didn't know if we were gonna just watch random stuff, because if we were gonna watch random stuff on the TV, then I can just read my book. but we ended up watching Seven Dials, the Agatha Christie 3-episode series on Netflix. So I didn't end up reading my book. And then that ended just before 10 o'clock. So it was a couple minutes to 10, so I went up to bed. And went, you know what, I'll pick up where I left off. And I was like, well, I might as well try and read, because I think it was like 183 or something was 75%. So I was like, oh, I might as well read to page 300. And that's how I managed to do that. And then I read like 2 pages over, because it was only like 2 pages till the end of the chapter. So I was like, might as well just do that. Well, technically it was like a page and like the smallest amount. But yeah, so I'm on chapter 38. So I'm gonna try and finish this and get this read and go from there. To be honest, today I think my dad is also finished with the 3rd Richard Osman, which is, I want to say it's The Bullet That Missed or something. It's about a bullet. The title is anyway. So I think he said he just had one more chapter left to read, which he wanted to read last night. So he might have finished that book. So I kind of want to stay a book ahead of my dad on like the mystery books. And that when it comes to like the Canon Clement mysteries, like the Reverend Richard Cole books, I've only read the first one, so I kind of want to read this one, get as far into this one as I can, and then possibly when I know my dad's around halfway or so, try and pick up the second one, or if I finish this one before my dad gets halfway through the other one, pick up the second book in that mystery series and read that one, so then that can go straight to my dad and be ready for when he wants to read it and stuff. Since there's 3 more books I have that I need to read, technically there's meant to be 4, but I haven't bought the 5th book yet. Since I've read the first book, I've got the 2nd, 3rd and 4th book to read. The 4th one's technically a Christmassy one, but it's a little like a novella. So I'm not really fussed about reading that, not around Christmas, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm hoping I can finish that mystery series like in February. Like if I can read, well obviously I've read the first book of the series, if I can read the second book this month and then read the other 2 books I have next month, then that's it done for me, and then it'll just be like the Richard Osman one, 3rd one to read, and then the 4th and 5th one of Richard Osman's series whenever me and my dad buy the books and stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at and what I'm thinking about with them books. The Housemaid, that's only recently just come out in the cinema, well, last month. So it's going to be a while till it comes out on TV, because I don't want to go to the cinema and watch it, since I'll probably be like on my own, because my dad doesn't want to watch it. So I'm thinking I'll just wait till it comes out on the TV. So it's not really a rush to read the book at the moment. So it's not that bad. So that one I can just leave till whenever in the year to read it and go from there. So I'm just gonna, with that book, I'm just gonna focus on reading like the rest of my TBR and stuff like that until I want to pick up that book and fully read it and stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with that one, is just possibly leave that towards the end of the year to read and go from there. I might end up wanting to pick it up after I read my Frida McFadden The Boyfriend book, since that's on my TBR, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll go from there with that one. But I'm just gonna crack on, do some reading, and go from there. And wake up a bit, because I'm a bit tired. And that's since I got up somewhat early, because it's currently 9:30 at the moment. I'm trying to get up like somewhat early. So, fun. But yeah, hi guys. Oh my god, it's dark. What? Let me turn on the light a bit. But it's currently Thursday, and I'm just sat downstairs at the moment, because I'm up ready for my meeting. It's 8:30, and I've got a meeting at 10:30, but I've got like over an hour until I need to get the bus, because I've worked out I can get the slightly later bus. I normally get the bus at like, was it 9:13 or so, but I can get one at 9:43, 9:45 or something like that, and give me like 15 minutes spare. That's if the bus isn't running late, or anything, but get there 15 minutes spare, where I just literally need to cross the road and then walk for like a couple minutes, and then I'm there. Oh, that's a alarm going off. And do that. So, yeah, I figured out I can do that, so I'm gonna try and do that one, because now my meeting is with someone slightly different to normal, because I've been put on this like different like path on this thing overall that I'm doing, so I'm with some other people slightly more often, whereas the people who I was with, I see them like once a month or so. So yeah, so I've got to try and get used to getting off one bus stop later on the bus. But yeah, so hopefully it isn't that bad. And like buzzing myself into a building, apparently I got to get used to that, because that's what I've got to do today. So yeah, but my meeting also seems like it's going to be longer. Like I'm used to like a possibly 20-minute meeting or 10-minute meeting. That doesn't always last that long. Like sometimes it's like shorter. Well, most of the times it's shorter. Apart from the one that I had like last week was longer, but that was because like there was loads of people there and stuff doing this like crossing over thing to a different one, and that. But yeah, so fun. But now the meeting that I have, I think is like 45 minutes or something. It seems like, because it's at 10:30 to like 11:15. The block of like my meeting is, so that's fun. But I do feel like I need to eat something, especially if it is going to be a long one. And that, so yeah. But anywho, I'm gonna watch some telly while I wait. I think I've got The Good Ship Murder to watch, so, or an episode of that to watch, so I'm gonna watch that, just chill and go from there. Also, yesterday I done like my makeup video that I was doing, was gonna take a photo of my makeup and then didn't, and I forgot and just straight up took it off within like the few minutes of me actually finishing it. So I might like recreate it or something this week and that to post it, because I quite like that makeup look and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna watch some telly. I also want to do some more of my Jigsaw today, but I'm thinking I might as well just wait until I'm back home from my meeting and stuff, because I might set an alarm actually, like 10 minutes before I've got to go and actually get the bus, to be like, start getting ready and stuff, because like 5 minutes to, I normally go and stand at the bus stop and stuff, so I know I'm now and I'm on time and that, but yeah, so fun. But I don't want to start my jigsaw and get into doing it and then have to stop, so I might do it afterwards. But I'm literally like, it's starting to come together, to be honest, but there's still like massive gaps in it. And that, let me get the box. Like, this is like what obviously the picture is. I can't do it with me on the screen as well. So I've started doing some of this building, and there is like parts missing, and this building with parts missing. I've started doing some of like the top of these and stuff, and then I started doing this fencing, which I think is around about nearly done, I'm not sure, and that I've started doing like these dogs and this person, which is somewhat getting there, and then also this fence here I've started doing, and it's like part way done. I'd say it's from like here, like this person, to like this person done, or possibly back here, it might be joint, I'm not sure. That much of the fence is like joint and done. This person's done as well. But yeah, like not a lot. I've still got like obviously the tree up here in the sky. I've also done this like star thing here as well, but I've still got like the sky, this building here, and all this like middle part of like the people on the ice rink to do, and obviously like part of the snow and like people here and stuff to do. So I've still got quite a lot to do, so I would say I'm not even halfway through. But yeah, and it's been what, around a month or so I'd say since I started it. But to be honest, I haven't really been going towards and actually doing it, and I did say I wanted to finish it this week, so that gives me what, 4 days including today to finish it, which is not a lot, especially since I didn't do any yesterday. I don't think I done any Monday. Tuesday I done some. Yesterday I didn't because I just didn't, I don't think I done any reading yesterday either, so I couldn't even blame it on reading. It was just kind of like a lazy day. And then yeah, so hopefully I can get some of it done today and go from there. Hi guys, it is Friday. I don't think I spoke to you guys yesterday actually, that I remember. I don't know. But yesterday I literally just went to my meeting. It took like half the morning. Literally got back about like 12, just gone 12ish. So that was fun. Because my meeting went longer than what it was supposed to, because we had to add some stuff into it. But that happened. Had lunch, done some more of the jigsaw. I don't think I'm gonna finish it this week. Because knowing me, I probably won't end up doing it over the weekend. So I might give myself till like the end of the month, which is just next week, to finish it, because I don't want to go into February doing a Christmas jigsaw, because that just seems a bit weird. And that, so I'm gonna try and do that and go from there. I've got one more episode of a podcast to watch, of like the first season of the podcast, so I'm gonna try and finish that podcast today, and then possibly watch some other stuff. I've got a series that I started on Disney Plus, where I'm towards the end of the 3rd season. So I might go onto Disney Plus to try and do that and finish that show by the weekend, or at the weekend, since I think I'm on like season 3 episode 13, 14, and season 3 has 18 episodes and then season 4 has 13, so I'm thinking if I can try and get that done this weekend, then them 2 things are done and I don't need to watch and stuff and go from there possibly. But my main goal obviously this week as well is I think to get Hopeless read, because my dad officially finished The Bullet That Missed, like the Richard Osman book, last night, so I took that, and well, so he's got to start, so he's gonna possibly start the Murder Before Evensong, whatever it is. I don't think I'm ever gonna get it right. So he might start that one. I don't know if I know he's definitely gonna go out and buy the next book, which I think is like the last something. I can't actually think of what the name is for the last, like, not the last book, the 4th book in the Thursday Murder Club series, and that's by Richard Osman. So he's going to get that one in paperback, and then he's just going to wait until the 5th one comes out in paperback, because it's only out in hardback at the moment. So yeah, so I don't know if he's going to start, like, the series that I started, and then, like, obviously flip between the 2, or what, but he has got the first book, that I read, so I'm gonna try and read this week. Not that I'm that far into it, really, but try and read a bunch today, do some of my Jigsaw today, read a bunch of this at the weekend, because I feel like once I'm in it more, once I'm further in, I will probably be hooked, since I love this series. Like, the rest of the series were like 5 and 4 stars for me. I think a few of them were 5 stars, and stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping that can get read this week, or the weekend, and then I can possibly start the 2nd book in the Canon Clement mystery series, by Richard Coles and stuff, so then that one can be like lined up for my dad to then read whenever and stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to do all of that, but yeah, at the moment I'm just out chilling and stuff. We had the food shopping come last night, so I didn't really put anything like majorly on the telly to watch. I decided to rewatch the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. I think I watched it, was it last week? Was it last weekend, or was it the weekend before? It might have been last weekend I watched it also, and then I decided to watch it yesterday, because why not? While waiting for the food shopping, and then I did pause it while I was like putting the food shopping away with my dad, and then just watched some like show I needed to watch on Netflix as well, since I've still got 4 shows on Netflix to watch, that are on my continue watching. So yeah, so I'm thinking if I can get the show on Disney done this week, then next week or so I can then start getting some of the shows on my Netflix watched, and stuff. I also think I've got a couple episodes, or a episode, I don't actually know how many there are, of Percy Jackson to watch. I've also got one of, what's it called, High Potential to watch. Because I don't know how many episodes are in the second seasons. But I've got some of them to watch. And then I might have 911 to watch. I don't know if it's come out, the second part of like the 9th series has come out on Disney yet, because I haven't been on Disney in a while. Or not. But I think it's out on like normal TV in the US. It's out on, was it on ABC now? In the US. So it might be out on Disney, I'm not sure now. But yeah. But I watch it on Disney because that's where I can get it. So yeah. So I've also got like some of them episodes to watch as well. But I want to get some of my other like continue watching stuff done and watched. So then I don't have to worry about them and I'm all up to date with everything. But yeah. But I'm just gonna sit and chill for a bit. I did like sleep past my alarm, so that was great. But it's currently like 11:45, so I'm just gonna sit, chill, watch some of the podcast or read a bit, and then figure out something for lunch and go from there at the moment and have a chill day. I'm also trying to decide if I want to do the washing, since I forgot to do the washing yesterday once I came back from my meeting. I was like so hectic with doing that and then just like having lunch and chilling and stuff that I forgot about the washing. So I'm like, is it urgent enough that I need to do it today, or can it just wait and I just end up having to do a big load on Monday, which I'm kind of leaning more towards just doing a big load of it on Monday. Or if it is really urgent and my dad's like, I kind of need you to do the washing, I can do it at the weekend anyway. But yeah. But anywho, I'm just gonna chill, rest for a bit and go from there. Hi guys. At the moment I'm just sorting out some shopping that me and my dad got, because we went out and I got some clothes. I just wanted to get like a few, like, what are they called, sweatshirt jumper kind of thing. I don't know what it's called. I wanted something like that and then some like tank tops to go under them, just to like lounge around the house in and be comfortable, with like a pair of leggings or a pair of joggers or something. And also I could possibly wear them with like jeans or something. It was mainly just to be like comfy and cozy in the house, and just chill, especially in like the colder months. Even though we are starting to slowly get into spring, we'll be in spring next. But I just wanted like something where I can just like chill and be comfy and cozy in, and stuff. So I've got a few like tank tops. I've got like a white one, black one, like dark brownish kind of colour, grey, and then also like a nudie light brown, like tank tops, and that just so I had some tops like to go underneath the jumpers or sweatshirts kind of thing, because although I've got loads of like tops and stuff, I didn't want to wear like a normal basic top underneath, and I do have some like bodysuits to wear. I just wanted to either get a couple more bodysuits or some more tank tops just to wear them underneath. I thought if I do get hot, I can take the jumper off and I'll still be wearing a top underneath. And that, so I got some more clothes, so I'm just trying to take all like the labels and tags and stuff off them. And that, so it can all be washed and stuff. But yeah, I'm just currently doing that and going from there. And then last top. And then the jumpers I got were these ones. I got just this Dallas, Texas one. I tried to get ones where they were just kind of like simple and plain on them or something, where they'd be nice to just obviously chill in the house in, but then also not look that bad to like end up leaving the house in, or that like extravagant or whatever. Just like a simple design on it. So there's like this like maroony red colour, I'm guessing, maroony burgundy colour, with Dallas, Texas on. I've got this like greeny grey, it kind of looks like one that says West Village, Manhattan, NY 86, just in the corner and stuff of it. I got this one, which is Providence, Rhode Island, New England, and that just a more fancier kind of one, it looks like. So there's that one. Then I got this yellow one that says San Diego and stuff. And then I got a Yale University one because I just thought it looked nice. And that, and plus then I've got like a navy dark kind of one. This one is like a bit baggier on me than the others, but to be honest I don't really mind. But yeah, there's this one. And then last but not least, I got this like cream one that said Sunday Sports Running at Central Park kind of one. And that. So yeah, I got them. But anywho, today I got a few things that I want to get done. And that today is Sunday, so gonna try and get as much done as I can today. I'm still continuing watching stuff on Disney Plus. I've got like 10 episodes of the series that I want to watch and get finished. I can't find the other end of this on here. I've not found it. But yeah, I've got like 10 episodes, so I'm going to try and watch as many of them as I can. I know I'm probably not going to be able to get all 10 watched today, but try and watch as many as I can today, and go from there. Do some more reading, since I managed to read to 58% yesterday, so I've got what, 42%? Is that right? Yeah, 42% left of my book to read, so I'm going to try and finish this book today and go from there. I've also got a haul video that I want to film, and I've got the stuff for it, which is a video for next month, I think. So I want to pre-film that stuff because I think there's some clothes in there. There's at least one pair item of clothes. So I kind of want to get that done, and then that piece of clothing can be washed tomorrow when I do the bunch of washing that I'm gonna normally do tomorrow. So I kind of want to film that and get that done, and then I don't have to have the parcel just laying around in my room. And it can all be put away where it needs to go. So yeah, I want to get that done. And then possibly, if I can, I also want to, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get around and do it if I want to finish my book as well, is sort out the bedding, my bedding. I got a set of bedding that I want to get rid of, which is my like teddy fleece set of bedding, because I just haven't used it in the past year or two, I want to say, and I don't think I'm going to use it. So I am in the mindset of, do we keep it and somewhat use it for like guest bedding? But then I'm like, yes, it's my sister. It'll probably just be my sister staying over. But we've got like a grey bedding that gets used for the guests. So I'm kind of like, we probably don't need it because it doesn't get that cold for it to be needing a teddy fleece blanket, teddy fleece bedding. So I'm thinking of just getting rid of it. And then I've also got like spare bedding in there, I think, like a spare like fitted sheet, a couple spare like pillowcases and stuff, which I think I just need to go through and go, do I need to keep any of this? I don't think so. And just go from there. But yeah, I just need to do that, and then obviously put the rest in like a travel vacuum sealed kind of bag that I want to do, just so it's like all neater and tidier and stuff. But yeah, going to probably do that. But yeah, that is like my main goals to do today, is definitely do the filming that I want to do and definitely finish my book. And then if I can do my bedding today, that'd be great. If not, I will just do it like tomorrow morning or something. As I'm like slightly up while I'm upstairs tomorrow, before I go back downstairs. So try and do that. But yeah, I definitely want to, sorry, you might be able to hear the slow cooker. I think my dad started on sorting out tea. It is also like nearly 11 in the morning. But yeah, I do want to finish Hopeless. So then I'm 3 books in, technically, into this year. I finished. But I'm 2 books into my actual TBR of this year, to then start this book. Because I feel like what I might do is every 2 books off my TBR that I can read, I'm going to pick up like one of these books in this tub that I have. I've just put the rest of like this series that I have, which is literally just 2 more books. The Richard Osman book of like my dad's, and then I've also put like The Housemaid in here as well. So I've got 5 books in there, including this one. And that, so every time I'm like reading 2 of my normal books that I have on my TBR of the year, after I finish them, pick up one of these and read one of these. Because I feel like that's going to be the easiest way to do it. And plus, by that point, I don't think I will be that behind for my dad. And that because I don't think he started the first book of this series yet. But I don't know. I think I said this in like during the week. But I don't know if he's gonna start this series or he's gonna get the fourth book in this series, because this is the fourth book in this series is in paperback. So he can technically buy that and read that one. It's just the fifth book in this series that is in hardback at the moment and not been released in paperback. So it's kind of like a thing of might as well just wait till it's in paperback, and then they're all in paperback, so then they kind of like go together. So I don't know if he's going to want to try and finish this series before starting this one or not. But he's got the first one of this series if he wants to start that anyway. But yeah, but I've got like 4 of this one before I get like the 5th one into this one. Because there is a 5th book in this series, but I haven't got it yet because of the same reason. It's not been released in paperback yet. I think it's getting released in paperback next month, so I might buy it next month, I might not. I might wait until I finished like the series and then buy it. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Just like read 2 of my TBR books and then pick up one of like these books and read them. But yeah. But as for if I end up starting a series, I might try and read the whole series, because I've got 2 series of 4 books. Yeah, and then 1 series of like 2 books. So if I pick up one of the series, I'll finish like the whole series before I pick up one of these books. I also realised that, what is it called? Is it the Gold Rush series? Gold Rush Ranch series. There's like a little novella which I thought I was going to have to buy on Kindle, because it doesn't come out in like a paperback or anything, but I've seen in the first book, the paperback of the first book, it actually has the novella at the end of the book. So I don't need to buy the Kindle edition of it, so that is great. It's just all in one on that one. So that one's technically like 5 books, the Gold Rush Ranch series, but it's just piled up into 4 books, which isn't that bad. But yeah, that's what I was gonna do with like reading my books and stuff, just to get like these books read and that, and to also try and get through most of my normal TBR books. But yeah, so I'm gonna crack on with doing everything that I need to do today. Go from there. I might film my Shein haul first, because it's a Shein haul. Film that for next month and get that pre-recorded and done, and then crack on with my reading and stuff for a bit. I might do it that way. I'm not sure. But yeah, but anywho, I'm gonna end this video here so this can be edited and uploaded on time. But yeah, I will see you guys Wednesday for I don't know what video, and then see you guys Sunday for another vlog. So I will see you guys Wednesday and then next Sunday. Bye.